Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. And actually, I want to discuss today on self-love. What is self-love to you? I know a lot of people like to define it as self-esteem issues. I had a recent conversation with someone just about loving yourself more, and it kind of turned a little different because people be like, oh, I don't have no issues with loving myself. I have no self-esteem issues or insecurities and different things like that. Well, self-love is broad. It's not only about those things. Of course, that can be a part of it, but that's not for everyone. You're right. So the very thing is, self-love is actually when you focus on yourself. And I'm not talking about in an arrogant way, focusing on yourself. I'm talking about in a way that you put yourself first as far as what's important to you, what's going to build you up, what's positive. Um, Perhaps, a lot of times we love to say, yeah, we do a lot of things for people. I do more for people than I do for myself. Number one, that's a part of self love. You should not do more for anyone else than you do for yourself. And that's because you neglect yourself in a sense. When it's all said and done, you're not as happy. They may be, but you are not. So that's one thing that we want to avoid. Yes, do for people because it's important that we give ourselves to others in a healthy way. But at the same time, never neglect yourself in the process of that. Also, another thing is um, it's not just being selfish, just to put focus on yourself. A lot of times with that we work all day, we cater to the kids. Maybe you're just a single mom and you don't have time to focus on the importance of some things that you need to do in order for you to be really satisfied. So a lot of times too, you feel neglected. Well, again, self-love, because we need to make sure that we are taking time out for ourselves, doing some things that we enjoy doing. I don't care if that's just outside today, like this is what I have time for today. In between my work schedule, I need some nature. This is positive energy for me. Allows me to not just be closed in, or whatever some may be thinking. But it just allows me to get out. I can have a little peace to myself. Enjoy the sun, enjoy the little breeze that we have, being that we're in Georgia. But anyways, other than that, just taking time out to do some things that you enjoy. I don't care. Get your toes done, get your hair done, go to the store, just browse, take a time for a movie. Enjoy dinner alone. You don't have to always have somebody to go out to eat with you. Enjoy yourself. Take a ride. Do some exercise. Whatever it is that you enjoy, or that whatever you define that is peaceful to you, you do that. That's time that you actually can focus on you. Meditate. That's a very important one that sometimes we don't have time for because we're too busy. We don't really meditate and have that time alone to kind of see, what it is that you need to go within to realize that's needed for yourself, or perhaps what God may be saying to you as far as your next move in order to complete, to be able to take care of some things properly in your life. But either way, again, that's self love. That's focusing on you. And another thing too, I've also heard people say, well, they're forever trying to do things for people. That, for instance, I take care of somebody all the time, this and this and that, or whatever. No, you don't want to take care of somebody all the time when you have neglected yourself. So, again, taking care of you is a part of some of the changes that you need to actually work on, because in the process, when it's all said and done, if after you've taken care of everybody else, who is taking care of you? So at least start with yourself. I mean, really and truly, because you'll start going down. You know, Depressed moods, perhaps weight gain. I don't know, whatever it is. It affects people differently, but you need to actually take time to focus on you. So we can go into so many things about self-love, but these are just a part of some things that you need to actually focus on. And it's not about insecurities. It's not about just uh, what was it? Not just insecurity. It was, what was the other thing that I said earlier? Being well, minus that. But anyways, that's just some of the things that really, you need to focus on. Other than that, low self-esteem, that's what it was. Thank you, Holy Spirit. But yeah, these are the things you need to focus on, because it's just not about that. Self-love is taking time out to focus on you and what's important to you. That can even be debt. If you know that you can't do a lot of things because your debt is outstanding, again, focusing on self love, removing debt, reducing costs, spending habits, changing those things up. That's self love, because who wants to feel like they're in bondage? Who wants to just always feel like they're broke? I hate that term, broke. I just say maybe I don't have as much as I want to right now, but at the same time, those are things that just kind of take away from, how you feel about yourself, because it just bothers you a lot. So again, self-love, focusing on what's needed right now to make my life easier, is a part of self-love. So take into account what it is that is kind of keeping you in a stagnant position, or also too, that's keeping you from being your happiest. Look at those things, go through and see what it is that you can make as far as adjustments to make these things better for you. But other than that, this is today's topic on self-love, and you define self-love in your own way. Whatever is going to make you happier, that's self-love. So again, thank you for tuning into my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend. Bye.